with regards to the assignments.
So
So
I
I
think
think
it was
it
well
was
done,
well done,
and I would like
and I
us
would
to
like us to
continue
continue
by looking
by
at
looking at
other
other
functions that
functions that
deal with
deal with
columns.
columns.
So
So
we have
we
seen
have seen
mutate how
mutate
it
how
works.
it works.
Basically,
Basically,
mutate is
mutate
just
is
if you
just
want
if you
to
want to
add a
add a
column
column
in your
in your
data,
data,
use the
use the
mutate
mutate
function.
function.
Then
Then
I think
I
today
think
we will
today we will
start with the
start with the
select. We will
select. We will
go to
go to
select,
select,
then
then
rename, then
rename, then
relocate
relocate
before we look
before
at
we
the
look at the
groups.
groups.
So,
So
okay, before
okay,
we
before we
start, we know
start,
the
we know
rule.
the rule.
Since we
Since we
closed our
closed
art
our art
session, we have
session,
to
we have
load
to load
our
our
libraries that you are
libraries that you are
using.
using.
The first
The
one is
first
New
one
York
is New York
City, flights
City, flight
13.
13.
You
You
can
can
load it
load
like
it
you
like
can
you can
retype
retype
afresh, or you
afresh, or you
just go
just
and
go and
look for
look
where
for
you
where
had
you
it.
had it.
Then
Then
run
run
it.
it.
The
The
next one
next
was
one was
tidyverse for those
tidyverse. For
people who
those
are
people
using
who are using
dplyr. You load
dplyr, you load
dplyr.
dplyr.
For those who are
For those who
using
are using
tidyverse,
tidyverse,
you load
you load
tidyverse.
tidyverse.
So
So
maybe
maybe
just to
just to
give a
give a
recap,
recap,
like
like
some
some
explanation of the
explanation of the
select
select
function.
function.
So you
So
can
you can
have your
have your
data, like
data,
you can
like you
be
can be
given
given
data that
data that
has
has
hundreds or
hundreds or
even a
even a
thousand of
thousand of
variables
variables
or
or
columns.
columns.
So,
So,
and
and
as we
as we
said, when
said,
we are
when we are
looking at
looking
data
at data
transformation,
transformation,
we are
we are
looking
looking
at
at
like you are
like you are
trying to
trying to
put your
put your
data
data
in the
in the
correct
correct
position
position
before
before
any
any
other
other
further
further
analysis.
analysis.
So,
So,
uh,
uh,
what
what
this
this
select
selects
does, it
does,
just
it just
allows you
allows you
to
to
just
just
pick
pick
some of the
some of the
columns
columns
that you are
that you are
interested
interested
in
in
working with.
working with.
So
So
it is
it is used
used
to
to pick
pick
columns
columns
of
of
interest.
interest.
So you
So
can
you
see
can
our
see our
data.
data.
Our
Our
data
data
has
has
a lot
a
of
lot of
columns,
columns, or
yeah, columns. Let
columns.
us
Let us
check
check
using
using
ncall
call
flights and
flights
see
and
how
see
many
how many
columns it
columns it
has.
has.
You can
You
see
can
our
see our
data
data
has
has
19
19
columns.
columns.
You might
You
not
might
be
not be
interested in
interested
all
in
of
all
those
of those
columns, and
columns,
maybe
and
you
maybe
need
you need
just
just
a
a
few.
few.
So
So
again,
again,
here the
here the
philosophy will
philosophy will
just remain
just
the
remain the
same.
same.
The
The
philosophy will
philosophy will
just
just
remain the
remain the
same.
same.
So the
So the
first
first
example,
example,
I want
I
us to
want us to
copy
copy
our
our
code,
code,
the one
the
that
one that
we
we
use for
use for
mutate,
mutate,
because the
because the
philosophy
philosophy
remains the
remains the
same
same
here.
here. So after that, now we want to apply select. So you just change the same way we were doing with the rest. The data frame remains flights where we have mutate. You can say select. Then whatever is inside the parentheses you erase. Sorry, maybe in our data set, we are interested to select where is our flight status at this one. Maybe I'm interested to select year, month, and day. Maybe I'm interested to select year, then comma, sorry, the is year, comma, day, comma, the last one is year, month, and maybe year. Sorry, let me go back to my data. This year, month, and day. Year, month, and day. Then I close that bracket. I don't know why we have that error. I hope everything is okay here. Month and day. Select. Yeah, I think everything is okay. Let me run. Yeah, it is okay. Then when I view my flights select. It is flights underscore. So you can see our data now has only 3 columns. But this method, this method, it is not, I can say that it is not appropriate. Not that it is appropriate. I can say best works for columns that are not, how can I say, is it consecutive? Like in terms of arrangement, you see in our original data, year, month, and day are follow each other. But this method works best if you have those columns that do not necessarily follow each other in terms of arrangement. Maybe I just want to pick year, then departure, delay, and so on. So I can say best works for columns that are not necessarily following each other. Sorry. That are not necessarily consecutive. I think that's the right term. Like follow each other. Don't know if that is the right vocabulary to use there. So that is how to use the select. Suppose now I want someone. Remember my line code number 11 to 112. Those the year, month, and day follow each other. So meaning that I want. So basically this one I can say is just selecting columns by name, but I want someone to select all columns
You want someone to select all columns between
year and day,
year and day,
and day,
inclusive,
inclusive, inclusive,
inclusive.
inclusive.
I want
I want
someone to
someone to
select.
select.
I want
I want
someone to
someone to
select.
select. Okay,
There was
there was
someone who
someone who
wanted to
wanted to
join.
join.
I want
I want
someone to
someone to
select
select
all
all
columns
columns
between
between
year
year
and day
and day
inclusive, and you
inclusive, and you select
from
from
our
our
flights
flights
data
data
set.
set.
I want
I want
someone to
someone to
select
select
all
all
columns
columns
between year
between
and
year
day
and day
inclusive
inclusive
from our
from our
flights
flights
data set
data
or
set
data
or
frame.
data frame.
Who
Who
can
can
attempt that
attempt
I
that
give
I
you
give
an
you an
opportunity
opportunity
to
to
share?
share?
There is
There is
something
something
I,
I,
I
I
taught you
taught
in
you in
vectors.
vectors,
The
the
symbol for
symbol for
inclusivity.
inclusivity. What
That's the
I'm
main thing
that's the
I'm
main
looking
thing
at
I'm
here.
looking at here.
Any trials,
Any
you can raise
trials, you
up
can
your
raise
hand,
up
then
your
we
hand,
give you
then
an
we give you an
opportunity.
opportunity.
If you can
If you can
remember well on
remember well on
vectors,
vectors, how to create vectors.
do you
Do you
remember how to
remember how
create
to create
vectors? The
vectors?
three
The three
methods:
methods.
the
The
sequence method, the
sequence method, the
concatenate, and the
concatenate, and
colon
the
method.
colon method.
Any
Any
attempt, just
attempt,
be
just be
courageous. We will
courageous. We
guide
will
you.
guide you.
Anyone?
Anyone?
Okay.
Okay.
Let
Let
me
me
do it.
do it.
So I'm
So
going to
I'm going to
select
select
my
my
line
line
number
number
line
line
number
number
111
111
to
to
112.
112.
Then I
Then I
erase this
erase this
comment.
comment.
So I'm
So
going to
I'm
call
going to
this
call this
select
select
flights
flights
underscore
underscore
select 2.
select 2.
I want to
I want to
select
select
year.
year.
Remember,
Remember,
when we
when
look
we
at
look at
year,
year,
month, and
month,
day,
and
they
day, they
follow each
follow
other.
each other.
They
Yeah,
follow
they
each
follow
other.
each other.
So I
So
want
I
to pick
want to
them
pick them
inclusive
inclusive
between
between
year
year
and day,
and day, between year and day
inclusive,
inclusive,
between
between
year
year
and day
and day
inclusive.
inclusive.
So maybe I
So
can say
maybe I can
between
say
year and
between year
departure
and
time, so
departure
that
time,
it
so
does
that
not
it
look
does not look
exactly
exactly
with what we have
with what we have
done. Between
done.
year
Between
and,
year and,
let me replace day and
let
departure
me
time.
replace day and departure time.
Okay.
Okay.
Undo.
Undo.
Departure
Departure
underscore time
underscore time.
as per our
As
data,
per our data
inclusive. So
inclusive.
what I'm going to
So what I'm going
do
to
in
do
this
in this
parenthesis after the
parenthesis
select
after the
function,
select function,
I'm going to start
I'm
with the
going to
year
start with the year
and put a
and
full
put a
colon,
full colon,
full
full
colon,
colon,
full
full
colon,
colon,
departure time,
departure time,
departure
departure
time this one.
time this one.
So I run
So
it.
I run it.
When I
When
type
I type
flights,
flights,
It is
flights,
flight
flight
select 2.
select 2.
You can
You
see
can
from
see
here,
from
or you
here,
can
or
use
you
the
can
view
use the
function.
view
You see
function. You see
year,
year,
month,
month,
day, and
day, and
departure time.
departure time.
So this
So
works
this works
mostly if
mostly
you
if
have your
you have your
data, you want to
data, you want to
select columns
select
that
columns that
follow
follow
each other.
each other.
Maybe the
Maybe
last
the
one
last
under
one
this
under this
category that
category that
I
I
can
can
do, then
do,
I
then I
give
give
you an
you an
exercise
exercise
that you'll
that
do
you'll do
later.
later.
The last
The
one
last one
is to
is to
select
select
all
all
columns
columns
that are
that are
characters.
characters.
That are
That are
characters.
characters.
Characters are
Characters are
also called
called
strings.
strings.
So
So
the
the
same,
same,
I
I
copy and
copy and
paste my
paste my
code
code
here.
here.
This one
This
will be
one will be
select
select
3.
3.
The
The
function remains
function
the
remains the
same,
same,
but
but
now
now
I say
I say
select.
select.
Sorry, let
Sorry,
me
let me
remove
remove
this
this
comment first.
comment
It will
first. It will
mislead us.
mislead us.
I'm going to
I'm
say
going to say
select.
select.
Select is a
Select is a
function, right?
function,
You
right?
open
You
the
open the
parenthesis, but
parenthesis,
I'm
but I'm
going to
going
add
to add
another
another
function called
function called
where,
where,
sorry,
sorry,
undo,
where
shift,
shift,
where
where
is
is
dot
dot
character.
character.
This one.
This one.
How many
How many
brackets? These
brackets?
are
These are
3, 2.
2.
Because we have
Because we have 2,
I need
I need
to.
2.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
have
I
2
have 2
opening. I
opening. I
must
must
have 2
have 2
closing.
closing.
So I
So
can
I can
run.
run.
And if
And
I
if I
view my
view my
data,
data,
that's
that's
flights.
flights.
This is
This is
flights
flights
underscore.
underscore.
So you
So
can
you can
see
see
all this
all this
data
data
is
is
character.
character.
We
We
don't
don't
have
have
numeric.
numeric.
The one
The one
for
for
tail
tail
number is
number is
also
also
character. Why?
character. Why?
Yes, it
Yes, it
has
has
some numerics, but
numerics,
you
but
see,
you
you
see,
look
you
at the
look at the
first
first
word
word
that
that
starts. It
it
starts with a
starts with a
character. So
character.
R
So R
will
will
treat it
treat it
as a
as a
character.
character.
So the
So the
quiz
quiz
here,
here,
the
the
question
question
here
here
that you will
that you will
try during your
try
own
during your
time
own time
is that
is that
select
select
all
all
columns,
columns,
select all
select all
columns
columns
except
except
those
those
from,
from,
except
except
those
those
from,
from,
select all
select all
columns
columns
except
except
those
those
from
from
year to
year to
day,
day,
inclusive.
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 Inclusive. Okay, so here I think there's something that we have these operators that we were seeing comparison operators like equal to, not equal to, greater than, and so on. So that is something that again we are testing in this question. Apart from just using the select function, there's that aspect also. That's why I say those operators are very important.
Any other
Any other
question?
question?
Do we
Do
have
we
a
have a
question
question
on
on
select?
select?
Any question
Any
on
question on
select?
select?
Okay.
Okay.
Let us
Let
look
us
at
look at
the
the rename
rename function.
function.
This
This
rename
rename
function
function
will
will
assist you
assist you
to
to
rename
rename just from the name
a few
a few
variables or
or
columns.
columns.
So let us
So let
copy
us
the
copy the
same data
same
set.
data set.
The
The
philosophy remains
philosophy
the same.
remains the
So
same.
this
So
one we
this
call
one we call
flights.
flights.
Rename
Rename
dot one.
dot one.
So
So
flights
flights where we have
you put
select, you
rename.
put rename.
So
So
remove
remove
this
this
comment because
comment
it is
because it is
not
not
this
for
one.
this one.
So
So
inside
inside
the
the
parenthesis after
parenthesis
the
after the
rename
rename
function,
function,
and in
and
case you
in
are
case you are
getting
getting
errors or
errors or any challenge, you
don't
don't
forget to
forget
raise
to
up your
raise up
hand.
your hand.
So
So
rename
rename
inside the
inside the
parenthesis.
parenthesis. Let us
In
say
our
in our
data, in our
data, in our
flights
flights
data,
data,
maybe I
maybe
want
I
to
want to
rename
rename
the
the
tail
tail
number.
number.
I want to
I want
rename
to rename
maybe the
maybe
tail
the tail
number.
number.
This
This
one,
one,
tail
tail
number,
number, this column,
to
to
maybe
maybe
tail
tail underscore
number.
number.
Right. So I want to
So I want
rename
to
this
rename this
column.
column.
So
So
I can
I
say
can say
rename
rename
tail.
tail.
So you
So you
start with
start
the new
with the new
name
name
that you
that
want
you
to
want to
rename.
rename.
So
So
I want
I want
to
to
rename
rename
it as
it as
tail
tail
underscore
underscore
name,
name,
and the
and
one
the
that I
one that
want
I
to
want to
rename
rename
is
is
tail.
tail. Tail.
The
The
original one
original
was
one was
tail.
tail.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
one.
this one.
So this
So
is
this
the
is the
original one.
original one.
This is the
This is
new
the new
name
name
that you
that
want
you
to
want
give.
to give.
So you
So you
can
can
execute.
execute.
If we view
If we
our
view our
data,
data,
uh-huh,
uh-huh,
these are
these are
column names.
column names.
If you can look
If
at
you can look
column
at
names of
column
our
names of
data,
our data, our new
which is
data, which is flights,
this is
this is
flights
flights,
rename.
rename.
So you can
see we have renamed as tail
underscore
name this one.
So that is as
straightforward.
That's another way.
I know I trained you on the fix.
I hope you can
I
still
hope you can still remember
fix.
the fix.
I trained you on
the fix function,
which can do
the same work.
And the last function
under this category
is called
relocate.
This one is
used to move
variables around.
Variables to columns
around. That's the main
purpose of that one.
So
I can go further and say
maybe to add
by default.
By default,
what it does,
it moves
variables to the front.
By default,
it moves
variables to
the front.
So maybe in my data,
you can see our flights data set.
In the flights
data set,
you can see it is starting with what?
The original variable is starting with the year, then month,
day, departure
time, schedule time, and so on.
So we want to
relocate.
Let us copy just
the same
function
and do the editing.
Where we
have select replace with relocate.
So maybe we want
to relocate.
Maybe we want
to relocate time.
We want to
relocate time hour.
This one, comma
and airtime.
Airtime,
where is it? This one.
We want to relocate
those two columns.
So if
I type flights,
okay, let me view. And see
view. Flights.
So you see.
We were relocating
time, hour,
and airtime.
Time,
hour, and airtime.
So you can see,
the first column now in our new data set is starting with time, hour,
then
airtime. But when we go to our original data, the flights data,
this one,
it starts with year, then month.
So that is
what the relocate function does.
It moves
the variables to the front.
But also
you can as well, of course, specify where you want them. to be
located
and so on.
But you can also research
But
on
you can
that.
also research on that.
If you want to
If you
specify yes
want to
by
specify
default,
yes by
it moves
default,
to
it moves to
the front. What
the
about
front. What about
how can you do
how
it
can you do
again?
it again?
And I have a
And I
lot
have
of
a lot of
exercises
exercises for you guys for
this weekend.
this weekend.
Any questions
Any
first?
questions first?
Any questions?
Any questions?
Any questions?
Any questions?
Okay.
Okay.
So in case
So
we
in
don't
case we
have
don't
questions,
have questions, let us introduce the last
category
category
data
under data
transformation. It is
transformation.
called
It is called
groups.
groups. Now
We are going to
we are
use
going to
this to
use this to
answer.
answer. It was who?
I think
I think
Ephraim's
Ephraim's
question
question
of
of
Samuel. I
Samuel.
can't
I
remember
can't
so well
remember
who
so well
was
who was
yesterday.
yesterday.
So
So
when you
when
are
you are
dealing
dealing
with
with
groups, the
groups, the
first
first
function
function
that we
that
want
we
to deal
want to
with
deal with
is group
is
by
group by
group
group
by.
by.
Sorry.
Sorry.
So the
So the
function of
function of
this
this
is used
is
to
used to
divide your
divide your
data
data
set.
set.
It is
It
used to
is used to
divide your
divide your
data
data
set
set
into
into
groups
groups
that are
that are
meaningful
meaningful
for your
for your
analysis.
analysis. So let us just copy.
Sorry,
Sorry,
you can
you can
copy
copy
maybe your
maybe your
last
last
code.
code.
So
So
this is
this
the
is the
beauty of
beauty of
this
this
data
data
science
science
package
package
for
for
R. It
R.
is
It
very
is very
simple.
simple.
Like it
Like it
follows the
follows
same
the same
philosophy. You
philosophy.
have
You have
just to
just to
change
change
some
some
few
few
things.
things.
So we
So
call
we call
this
this
flights
flights
group
group
by.
by.
So where we
So where we
have the
have the
relocate
relocate
function,
function,
change
change
by
by
group
group
underscore
underscore
by.
by.
Then
Then
maybe let
maybe
us
let us
say,
say,
okay,
okay,
what we
what
want
you
to
want to
do
do
before
before
that,
that
we
we
want
want
to
to
group
group
our
our
data
data
by
by
month.
month.
Like we want
Like
to
you want to
group our
group our
data by
data by
month.
month.
So
So
group
group
by,
by,
I want
I
to
want to
group
group
our data
our
by
data by
month.
month.
So when we
So when
view
we
our
view our
data,
data, it is
now
called
the
now the
flights
flights
underscore
underscore
group by.
group by.
Is
Is
month. So
month.
you can
So you
have
can
those
have
that
those that
happened
happened I think
it is because
it
the
is
data
because
set
the
is
data set
very
is very
maybe large, and
maybe
that's why
large,
you.
and that's
But
why
what
you.
it does,
But what
like
it does,
when you
like
group by
when you group
months,
by months,
what it does,
what
it,
it
it
does,
doesn't change
it
the
doesn't
data.
change the data.
But if you look
But if you
closely
look
at the
closely
output,
at the
you'll notice
output,
that the
you'll notice
output
that the output
it is grouped
indicates
by
it is
month.
grouped by month.
Like you see one
Like you
month,
see 1 month,
uh,
uh,
we have
we have
January alone,
January
then you go
alone,
to
then you go to
February and so on.
February and
So
so on. So
that is what it
that is
does.
what
But
it
you are going
does.
to see
But you are going
now,
to see now,
group by
group
mostly
by
works
mostly
better
works
when it
better
is used
when it
with
is used
other
with other
functions,
functions,
like the summarize functions that
like the
we are
summarize
moving next.
functions
So
that
we are going
we
to
are
see
moving next. So we are
how
going
we
to see
use
how we
the
use
group by
the group by
and
and
summarize
summarize
function
function
together.
together.
That's where you
That's
can
where you can
see it better.
see it better.
So the
So
most
the
important
most
group
important group
operation is a
operation is a
summary.
summary.
So
So
it means
it
if it
means
is
if
being
it is
used to
being used to
calculate a
calculate
single
a
summary,
single
maybe
summary, maybe
statistics,
statistics,
it
it
reduces the data
reduces the
frame. You
data
see, our
frame. You
data
see, our
frame is
data
so
frame
big.
is so big.
So it will
So
assist
it
us
will
to
assist us
reduce
to
to
reduce to
that data frame
that
to
data
have
frame to
maybe a
have maybe
single
a
row
single row
for each
for
group
each group and so
on.
and so on.
So
So
maybe
maybe
what we can
what we
do,
can do,
I want
I
us
want
now
us
to
now to
check.
check.
So maybe
So maybe
summary,
summary
we can
we
say
can say
is
is
used
used
to
to
calculate a
a
single
single
summary
summary
statistic,
statistic,
like
like
an
an
overview of your
overview of your
data.
data.
So
So
this
this
one,
one
you can
you
say
can say
used
used
alongside
alongside
group
group
by
by
group
group
by.
by.
Yeah, is
Here
the
is the
underscore.
underscore.
Excuse me, Mwalimu, we are not seeing what you are typing.
So people
So
have
people
not,
have not,
on the
or on
other
the other
side,
side,
this one,
this one,
right?
right?
Hello?
Hello?
Does it
Does
mean
it
like
mean
my
like my
screen is
screen
not
is not
visible?
visible?
Now we are seeing.
Okay.
Okay.
So
So
summarize
summarize
is
is
used to
used to
calculate a
calculate a
single
single
summary
summary
statistics and
statistics
use
and use
alongside
alongside
group
group
by.
by.
So you
So
want
you
to
want to
see,
see,
so
so
copy our
copy our
last
last
code,
code,
the one
the
for
one
group
for
by,
group by,
this one.
this one.
Sorry, I don't know
don't
if
know
I
if I
have
have
copied
copied
mine
mine
and
and
paste
pressed
somewhere
somewhere
here.
here.
So we
So
can
we
call
can
these
call these
flights
flights
underscore.
underscore.
Yes, it is
Yes, it is
grouped by
grouped by
summary,
summary,
but
but
let us
let us
call
call
it
it
flights.
flights.
So I
So I
don't,
don't,
okay,
okay,
one thing
one thing
again,
again,
when you are
when you are
renaming,
renaming,
giving
giving
names to
names to
this
this
data
data
frame and
frame
so on,
and
it
so
is
on, it
not
is not
advisable
advisable
to give
to
a
give a
very
very
long name.
long
So
name. So
yes, I
yes,
want
I
to
want to
apply
apply
both
both
group
group
by
by
and
and
summary
summary
to my
to my
data,
data,
but
but
I
I
can't type
can't
all
type all
that
that
here.
here.
It will
It will
become so
become
long.
so
So I
long.
can
So I
call
can
it
call it
flights,
flights,
maybe
maybe
summarize.
summarize.
Let me
Let me
just call
just
it
call it
that
that
one.
one.
So the
So the
first
first
function is
function
that we
is that
want
we
to
want to
group our
group our
data
data
by
by
month,
month,
right?
right?
So
So
we group
we
our
group our
data
data
by
by
month.
month.
Then
Then
just check
just
where
check where
my
my
cursor is
cursor is
located.
located.
Look at where
Look
my
at where
cursor
my
is
cursor is
located. Then
located.
you
Then
click
you
on your
click on
keyboard
your
the
keyboard
space
the
bar.
space bar.
Then after the
Then
space bar, you
after the space
insert the
bar, you
pipe function
insert the
again,
pipe function again,
because we want
because
the
we
main
want
reason we
the
are
main reason
inserting
you are
another pipe
inserting
function,
another
we
pipe
want to
function, you want to
apply the
apply the
summarize. So
summarize. So
where is the pipe
where is the pipe
function?
function?
Shift
Shift
percentage
percentage
greater than
greater than
shift
shift shift percentage.
Because
I want you to understand very well, and I think this was Sam's question.
You
You
see,
see, we want to apply various functions in the same data set called flights. Instead of recalling the data set individually, we just pick it once. So we just pick it once. So
that's
why sorry,
you can
you can see that you connect again, like the pi function is used to connect the we call them verbs and so on. So after inserting that pipe function, put like enter to move to the next line of code, then summarize. You can use I think also it depends with the English. We have that with Z and S. Both functions work. I think one is a UK English, another one is a US. That's the only difference. Then once you type the summarize function, so what we want to do, we want to do some operation. I want us to group our data based at the same time we want to compute the average departure delay by month. So enter, then we say average AVG delay. We don't have this function in R. Sorry, in our data we just want to come up, like if I want to calculate the average delay, it will be equal to the mean of our departure delay. Maybe before I even go further, I don't want to confuse guys. Let me pick someone who is still, I think, Philip. I don't know if Philip is in today. Philip. Okay, let me pick Almasi. If you can hear me, explain to us what do you understand about the mean and how is it used. I know you will cover it in the statistic unit practical, but what do you understand about the mean and what is it used for?
The mean simply means the average. That's the total number over the number of times something has occurred.
Okay. And what is it used for?
Or to find the central measure.
Yeah, it is used to find the central measure. Like you have your data, you are trying to find the central measure in your data. Maybe the mean selling price and so on. So that is what it is used. So if you execute this code and now view flights underscore summary. So you can see we have our output, but it has some missing values, right? It has some missing values. So it means that our data is not clean, right? That's why it has some missing values. So the mean cannot be calculated because of that. So I want us to remove the missing values. In my line number 157 of code, after mean opening bracket departure delay,
I need to add an argument called comma NA dot remove is equals to true. What does it say? It is telling me that if I get missing values, I should remove so that it does not compromise with my calculation. So maybe I can execute it once more and come and run this one. So you can see January the average departure delay was 10.0 hours. In February 10.81 hours and so on. So you can see this is your average departure delay. So you see this is now that you have analyzed your data for easy consumption. By using which function? You have transformed your data by using the group by. First of all, you have grouped your data by month, and now you have summarized the average delay of your data. This is departure delay and so on.
Excuse me?
Yes.
I'm getting errors. I don't know.
Which errors?
It's telling me getting errors is saying error unexpected symbol in AVG underscore delay.
Yeah, then it means there is a symbol that you haven't written well. And you need to solve to go back to that area and try and relook and compare with mine.
Okay, let me just check.
Okay. Maybe just for the sake of saving time, just share your screen. Sorry. Line number 169, your view starts with capital V or small.
Just a minute, let me just check. Capital.
Error, unexpected symbol in average delay is equals to mean departure delay. Remove your cursor first. I want to. Yeah. I'm trying to look at the error. I'm yet to. Because it is line number 168. Try to erase and write it once more. Line number 168. Yes.
Parenthesis, the last bracket, maybe she has not put.
Which one? Okay.
The two parentheses, the two last ones. The second one.
Yeah, there's a parenthesis that is missing here. Thank you for that. Yeah. Yeah, remember?
Brackets up there, up on 168. Closing brackets are right.
Yeah, closing. Yeah, sure. Thank you for that. Sorry, just why are you adding a yes?
Just delete that one also.
Yeah, because already delete this one 170, it is immaterial. And remember, wait before you execute. Line number 169 is not part of the code that you have written. So 169 is a standalone function. It is not part of the.
Oh, okay, now I get it.
So at least you give it a space, like so that yes, so that one is a standalone code.
Yeah,
Then now we can execute line number 170.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
But there's something you have forgotten. The argument
for
for
removing
removing the missing values.
Okay. I will check once you display your screen.
No,
just go back to your code. I will show you.
Yeah,
go to after departure underscore delay.
Put a
comma.
Departure underscore delay.
Line
number 168.
Put a
Put a
comma.
comma. NA.rm.
Okay.
.rm. That is just an argument that is used to remove. That one. The first one part. True with caps lock.
Yes,
you can run again your code.
Then
line number 170.
Yeah,
it is fine.
Okay. So that means you have to cram this.
Which one?
This part. This one for removing the NA.
No,
you don't. Yeah, it is an argument that is used to remove. But why should you cram?
Okay.
You
don't need to cram anything.
It is just an argument that is used to remove missing values.
All right.
Yeah.
You don't have to cram. And here the most important thing is to understand the what do we call? Like for instance, I don't know if how many people have interacted with this platform called ChatGPT. You can go there and tell that chatbot to give you a code that is used to. Maybe I have this data I want so and so. So it might give you this code, but now you must know how are you going to edit it, because this just looks like a template. If you have been very keen, like we have been copying and just changing a few items. But remember, we haven't changed our data. Our data was just flights. Suppose our data change its name. So it means that you need to change the name. But the function select the arguments it won't change.
Okay, thanks.
Okay.
So
okay, you can stop sharing. We are finalizing on this topic. So in the next few minutes will be done. Let me just complete. I want you to copy your last code. This one, the one for Summarise group by,
and paste.
Because you see our output has just shown us like on a month-to-month basis what was the average departure delay, right? But maybe you want also to know like how can you maybe you want to know how many planes took and in the month of January, and average and under the month of January, how many planes were affected. in February how many were affected and so on. So what you can do after look at my line number 166. After the average delay code, you have closed the parenthesis, put a comma, enter. Then you put n, small n is equals to n is used to count, like to represent the number. But now the function that is used to do that is n, open parenthesis and close it. So this one, let us call it flights underscore summarize dot to. So you can execute that. Sorry. After that, you can view your work. And remember this, we are just doing our essentials. This is not, we have a lot. But whatever we are covering is part of essentials.
So you can see the
So you can see the count.
month
January average delay time was 10 point this,
and
and the number of planes. February and so on.
So it's
So
like,
it's like it is giving you a summary.
So there is
a link I'm going to share with you. It has some information very interesting.
I have
a
PDF
with regards to this, but so far before even questions, let me ask mine a few questions.
And
I just want to start from
Salom.
Salom.
What
What have you learned about
data
transformation so far?
In
a summary, like
what
have you learned about it? Salom, have you learned anything about data transformation?
Yes.
Yes.
I would say that generally data transformation in R is just the normal functions of maybe filtering or sorting some data, just the way you do in other softwares. But for R, okay, the method is almost the same.
Okay,
Thank you
for
your contribution.
Maybe
Maybe
Sami
Nganga, what have you learned so far about data transformation?
Data transformation, manipulation of data set. What I've learned so far, I've learned a couple of functions, starting with how to filter, which is said filtering is how, as in to remove or to keep the values of the column. So it helps you to filter out or filter in. I also learned about the different method of filtering. Okay, the second one was to arrange. Arrange, we said, is to order based on the value of the column, or rather sorting. We learned couple of different types of arranging. Also learned about how to get the first to filter to get the first number of using head. I learned about how to see a glimpse of the data, the output. I think the other one was distinct, which we said this is to find all the unique, to remove, I mean, to remove duplicate, not to remove duplicate, to find all the unique rows, and a couple of different way to do it. And then we did count. Count is to find the number of occurrences.
Okay.
We did mutate. We also did mutate. Mutate, we said, is the calculating column to it's how we to add a column, a calculating or computational column, or calculating, or just a column with some values, then allocating some calculating values in it based on the existing ones or otherwise. And also we did about select, which is said is to small for filtering columns. I mean, to remove and add, to select columns, basically the one that you need different ways. You have to based on the consecutiveness, or the one that are not consecutive. Also, we did about I think that's what I have gathered more over and above what we've done today, rename and group by.
Okay, thank you so much, Sammy. So basically, data transformation, when you are talking about data transformation, as you have seen, let us not even use the scientific definition and so on. This data transformation, you have seen, we had our original flights data, but sometimes you might have your data and you want maybe to, you don't want to use it the way you received it. Let me use that term. You want, maybe I want to work with a few columns, I want to work with a few rows, and so on. So basically, the transformation assists you to pick some items of the data before you do further analysis, because we haven't done any further analysis here, and so on. So data transformation is part of what do we call, there's this term that keeps on evaporating from my mind, the one that we learned in data science foundation.
Process.
Yes, data pre-processing. It is part of it. Yeah, so I don't have anything to add with regards to this. Any question? So I'll send some exercises tomorrow and also the recording. Then on Monday, we will look at introduction to data visualization with ggplot2 package. Then I think after that we'll be ready to graduate to the statistics. But I think before you go to statistics, I'll give you a lot of exercises for you just to try and do. Then after that, you go to statistics. So you can as well try to use the tool where you are working.